For those of you who don't know me, I'm actually Haitian, Lebanese, and Chinese on my mom's side, Polish, German, and English on my dad's side. And who knew that all of that mixed together would lead to being called a cracker in Brooklyn? Yeah. I grew up in the city, but you can't tell because I look weak. And I am weak, and that's okay. My parents raised prey. But my mom, though, she's really tough. When I used to get bullied, she would tell me, Kemly, just punch them in the stomach because it doesn't leave them walk. And I would respond with, no, Mom, I'm going to use my words. Like a little bitch. So I kept on getting bullied. And because of that, my parents had to send me to a private school. They sent me to a French school because it was the cheapest option. But going to this French school made me feel really insecure about myself because they used to call me a stupid American all the time. So I decided to overly embrace my Haitian identity. Like that's gonna make French people respect me, right? Yeah. Now that I'm older, I'm way less ashamed to be American because I realized anything Europeans do, we just do it better. Like they started racism, we perfected it. Yeah, I didn't have a much better time in college. I went to a small liberal arts school in a rural area, which is a bold choice. Yeah, I ended up in a class with my ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend, and there were only 9 other people. Yeah, God knew how bad my situation was. He sent a global pandemic to get me out of it. Yeah, did my grandfather die? Yes, but we all have silver linings. No. Yeah, guys, but don't worry, I have a new boyfriend now. He's amazing, but he's not the best with compliments. So naturally I went fishing. And I was like, hey, babe, what do you think I am out of 10? And he said 7, which is really upsetting because I'm obviously an 8. My friends are too supportive, as just I call it. But when he realized this hurt my feelings, he was like, no, babe, you don't understand. 7's my favorite number. So that's how I found out my boyfriend's autistic. A lot of people think I have daddy issues, but really I have mommy issues because she loves me. No, I'm kidding. My mom's a bully. Yeah, so you know when you're younger and you get mad at your parents and you're like, I want to be adopted. So I did that and I told my mom, I was like, Mommy, I want to be adopted. So my mom fake called the adoption agency and told them, hello? My daughter wants to be adopted. Oh, you want to pick her up tomorrow? That's too late. I'm packing her stuff now. Pick her up tonight. And then I started crying and I was like, no, Mommy, I love you so much. And she looked me dead in the eyes and said, I'm not your mommy anymore. You call me Sandra now. Which is honestly a pretty gangsta move to pull on a 3-year-old. Yeah. No, my mom's a queen like that. My family, we're really proud to be Haitian. Super proud. We defend Haiti like my friends defend their boyfriends. Yeah, unsuccessfully. Yeah. A lot of people, they ask me, they're like, oh, Kemly, when are you going to go back to visit Haiti? And the answer is maybe never. Yeah, there's a really bad kidnapping problem happening there right now. And I don't trust my family to get me out of a situation like that. I'm going to be honest. I don't. I'm pretty sure the kidnappers would call. They'd ask for $20K. I'd prefer 50. But you know what they say? 7 in the streets, $20K in the bunker. Yeah. So they'd call up. They'd be like, okay, we want $20K for her. And I'm pretty sure my family would be like, $20K? That's too much. Just shoot her. Realistically, that's probably not what would happen. They would definitely barter for me to be cheaper, which is ultimately way more offensive. And I really shouldn't be surprised, because my mother's never paid full price for anything in her life. So why would she start now? Yeah. Guys, I got a call from the gynecologist somewhat recently. About 5 years ago. She called me up and she was like, Kemly, you have nothing to worry about. Which is never a good sign. She told me, she was like, you tested negative for syphilis. I'm like, amazing. You tested negative for gonorrhea. And I'm like, 2 for 2. You tested negative for chlamydia. And I go, almost a home run. And then she goes, however, you did test positive for HIV. And I go, what? And then she goes, but then we retested you and it came back negative. Just a really fucked up way to deliver that news. But 2, I would have been so pissed. I had been with one person at that point, and they were from Maine. I know, Maine. That's a really highbrow STD to get from someone from Maine. I didn't know Thorndike was playing like that. It's my bad. I was in Taylor Swift's top 4% of listeners this year. I know. Okay, brag. Brag. Yeah, the month I listened to her the most was October, which coincidentally is also the month I thought the most about breaking up with my boyfriend. It's okay, we're doing good. I stopped listening to her and our relationship improved. Yeah, music matters, guys. So when I'm not listening to Taylor Swift, I actually work at a big evil corporate law firm. Yeah, during the day. But we do take a hard stance on reproductive rights and gun violence. So when Roe v. Wade was overturned, the head of our firm said, I can't look at the people I work for. When Roe v. Wade was overturned, the head of our firm sent out an email being like, hey, if you need access to an abortion, we'll pay for whatever accommodations you need. And I was like, wow, who knew how expensive maternity leave was? Yeah. Guys, I don't really want to have kids right now, but my office's maternity policy is so good. I'd do anything for 5 months off. Yeah, I'm actually on the dual contraceptive method. Condoms and personality. But my mom thinks I'm too charming, so she put me on the best form of birth control. She moved me into the apartment my grandfather died in. Yeah, he died in the bedroom. She thought it would be too creepy to have sex in. But I'm a powerful woman. I can overcome a lot. I did end up having sex in that room. And it was bad. Yeah, unlike my grandfather, I couldn't finish. No, I'm sorry, Grandpa. Love you. Yeah, my grandfather, he decided to die in April of 2020. He figured at 91, he didn't need to live through a pandemic. He's from Haiti. He's already been through enough. I know, 3 dictatorships, 2 earthquakes, both his daughters marrying white guys. It's life-altering events. But don't worry, my grandfather did manage to find joy in his life by going to the casino to play games and get free stuff. He also had a mistress most of his marriage, but I really shouldn't call her a mistress anymore. She got a title bump when my grandmother died. She's kind of a queen. You wait out the system and you get promoted. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so my grandfather, he decided to die by not eating or drinking or taking any of his medication. Suicide with a lowercase s. So my mom had me talk to him every day so he'd want to live. I didn't change his mind. Actually, I'm pretty sure my phone call sped up the process. Yeah, I was a pretty mediocre granddaughter. Some may say neglectful. Yeah, my grandfather even got a dog because he thought it would make me spend more time with him. Instead, my family took the dog and I continued not to visit him. Yeah, if I had a choice between calling it quits or waiting till I get to see my granddaughter again, I would have picked death too. Yeah, but my mom though, she had an amazing relationship with my grandfather. On his deathbed, she told him, Dad, I took all your gambling winnings, but I bought you a beautiful burial plot, and I paid off all your debts. And he looked up at her with tears in his eyes and said, Go to hell, you motherfucking thief! Then he died. So now his ashes are in a cardboard box in our basement. It's okay though, I'm pretty sure he ended up in purgatory. Because that's a pretty neutral place to be. Guys, thank you so much. I'm Kemly.